There was a man who came home late from work one night, tired and irritated, and found his 5-year-old son waiting for him at the front porch, at the door. And the boy says, "Daddy, can I ask you a question?" Dad says, "Well, yeah, sure. What is it?" "Well, Daddy, how much money do you make an hour?" Dad said, "Well, son, that's none of your business. Why are you asking such a thing?" And he angrily turned away, and the son turned around and says, "I just want to know. Please tell me, Dad, how much do you make an hour?" "Well, son, if you really must know, I make $50 an hour." The son looked up and says, "Oh." He kind of hung his head down, and all of a sudden he turned around to his dad and he says, "Daddy, may I borrow $25? Well, this just absolutely infuriated the dad, and he said, "Well, if the only reason that you ask me that is so that you can borrow money from me to buy some silly toy or some other nonsense, then you just march yourself straight into your room and go to bed. Think about why you're being so selfish. I don't work so hard every day for just such childish favoritisms and frivolities and foolishness that you have." Well, the little boy, obviously very sadly, walked to his room and shut the door. And the man went and sat down in his chair and started thinking about it. And the more he thought about it, the angrier he got about his little boy's questions. I mean, how dare he ask such questions only to get some money? But after a little while, after about an hour or so, the man had calmed down and actually started to think about it in a little different way. He said, well, maybe there was something that he really needed to buy with that $25. And he really didn't ask for money very often anyway. So the man went to the little boy's room and knocked on his door, and the little boy opened the door and he says, are you sleeping, son? And he says, "No, Daddy, I'm awake." "Well, I've been thinking, son, maybe I was too hard on you earlier, and it's been a long day, and I took out all of my aggravation and frustrations on you, so here's the $25 that you asked for." The little boy sat up straight in his bed and he's smiling. He says, "Oh, thank you, Daddy." And then he reached under his pillow and he pulled out a bunch of crumpled up bills, and the man saw that the boy already had money, and so he started to get angry with him again, and he just didn't know what to say. So the little boy looked up at him, and the man says, "Well, wait a minute, why do you need more money if you already have some?" The little boy looked up at him and he says, "Because I didn't have enough, Daddy, but now I do. Daddy, I now have $50. So can I buy an hour of your time? I would like for you to come home early tomorrow, and I'd like to have dinner with you and sit there with you." Well, the father was just crushed, of course, and he put his arms around his little son and he begged for his forgiveness. It's just a little reminder for all of us. We work so hard in this life, but we shouldn't let time slip through our fingers. We shouldn't let the things that are more valued to us slip away without having spent time with those who really matter, those who are really close to our hearts. So where's your value? What are you valuing today? Are you valuing your time? Are you valuing the times of those of your loved ones? This is Pastor Riley, and that's just a thought.